Okay, math class is related to the numbers. Okay, there's a lot of library in Java, and the math class the same as a string. It is included in the lang.package, and this is you can use it directly with the Java. There's a few functions in the math. You can use the absolute value to get the absolute value of any number. So, for example, if I have integer x equal -4. Okay, if I say, okay, print for me system dot out dot print, you can make it equal to a variable. By the way, I'm just to print it directly. If you say print and you say, okay, I want to use the math, so I say math, or not math, I will say the number itself. I say x dot what, it's an integer. Okay, or you can use the math directly instead of using the integer things. You can use the math. So I would say math. Okay, dot the M is capital. Be careful. Math dot. Okay, I will use the first one. Is called what? Absolute. Absolute is you take the number and you give what? The absolute value for the number. So I will say give the absolute value for x, for example, and what does that will print for me? Minus. It will give you the absolute value, the integer plus value, not the minus value. So the absolute will give you what? The value without minus. Okay, this is how you convert a number from minus to plus number. For example, if I have, for example, a double, okay, let's say double y equal 3.5, or let 3.6, okay. If I wanna round the y to absolute number, in an integer number without any fraction, I would say I will use the function called what? Called ceil or floor. Two function, okay. Two function. One of them, let's see the difference between them. Okay, I would say can use math dot. I could see math dot ceil. Okay, this function, la x to y, and also I would like to use the other one is called what? Math dot floor. What is the difference? We can round it to 5 by using what? Ceil. Ceil means seal. Okay. If I wanna make it 4, I use what? Floor. Let's see how the output of each one. Okay, let's see the output of each one. So the first one comes to what? 5. Okay, this is what? This is ceil. Ceil is round up. Okay, ceil is round up. All right, and this one is floor. Imagine it as like a floor and ceil in the room. The ceil going up, the floor is down, something like that. So one of them is up, one of them is down. Even if you put 4.3, okay, let's see what's the output. Okay, now the first one should give us what? 5, and that one goes down. So the floor will round it to the biggest number. Now 4 point something will goes to 5, round up. This is the ceil. The floor will remove all the fraction. It will become what? This is the ceil, but the floor will goes to what? Remove the fraction. It will goes to 4. If I have two number, integer x, okay, and also integer y, integer z equal, for example, not necessarily to be integer, can be double, both of them, 5. I want to find the largest number. I could use same thing. I could use the same thing, use minimum or maximum. So Control B, and I said, what's the maximum number? Maximum. I would use what? 1, max. If I want a maximum number from two number, okay, I could use what? These, x and z. And remember, they have to be the same type. Okay, they have to be the same type. This one will print the maximum number. What's the maximum number here? 4 minus 4 or 5? And the other one will print what? The minimum number. So you can, if you want to compare two number and you want the smallest number between them, you can use or the maximum number between them, you can use minimum, another function. Okay, this one will print the minimum value and that one will print the maximum value. Okay, between two numbers. Let's see that. So this one print 5 and this one print what? Minus 4. That's normal. These are function you can what? You can use them. You can also use what? You can also use the power. Okay, if I want to calculate the power of something, I can say, for example, I want to use it to calculate the power of, for example, x to y. Okay, let's say this is 4. Okay, I can say, okay, I want to calculate the math dot, just dot, use the power function, and you can calculate the power of y to the power of x. You can do that. Yeah, let's try. See if it's work or not. You can put number directly. This is the power. Okay, you can put two number directly. Okay, I want the power of 3.4 or 3 to the power what? 3. What's 3 to the power 3 or 3 to the power 2? What is it? Supposed to be 9, is it? So it should print what? 9. Should print what? 9. Also choose random numbers. That will print us random number between 0 and 1. If you want to choose any random number, okay, like your program generate random number, you can use the function random. The random number will choose a random number between 0 and 1. So I can say rand dot random, just like that. That will print a random number between 0 and what? Random. Between 0 and 1. This one will print the power. Okay, let's see how's the output. What's the random number? If you run it again, it will give you different random number probably. Okay, so I'll give you some random number between 0 and 1. If you run it again, it will give you a different number because it's a random function. Okay, this one 5569. If you run it again, that will give you another number like 10. It's a random number. Sometimes you need a random number, for example. Okay, yeah, you can also calculate the square root. So for example, if I want to calculate the square root of control V, the square root of what? Of 64, for example, dot sqr for 64, not a variable, just a number directly. What is the output? Should be what? Should be what? 8. Okay, the square should be for 64, it should be 8. The square for x, what's the square for x? X is 4. What's the square of 2? So you can use these function, try to practice them and see how they are. Get familiar with these things. It helps you to do a lot of calculations, save some time for you. What else do we need to learn about the numbers? Let's just see what else you can learn about the numbers. This is the function that we can use in the math class. So you can use any one of them to save your time, save some calculation, and so math class is a static methods. What does it mean? Mean you have to use what? You have to use math dot. In the string, we use what? We just type the name of the string. If you have string equal hello, and remember we used to say what? We used to say the name of the variable directly. We used to say the name of the variable as dot. Okay, but for the mathematics we have to write what? Math dot, because it's a static class, and the static class has a static methods. This is the difference between them. So you have to mention math dot. It's not like string. Okay, string you can use the variable name directly, but math no, I have to use the same class because it's a static class and it contains static method. It's a lot of math function. If you type math dot, you can see a lot of functions here, tan, cosine, a lot of things. Okay, a mod, log, a lot of things that you can do. Next up, next down, power, round, squared, and so on. So if you need anything in mathematics calculation, check the math class. You may find your things there and you can use it directly.